Hey everybody, it's Rick from KACB Outdoors, and today's video is all about canning deer meat. So we're going to can 4 pint-sized jars, and this is my recipe for that. So step 1, I'll show you here. Got all my deer meat in my sink, nice and thawed out, and I have my lids, my seals in some hot water. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the meat, put it in the jar. Pretty simple. In the jar. In the jar. And then as it starts to fill up in the jar, as you can see, you don't want to leave it. You want to get as much in there as possible. So always take a spoon and I mash it down as much as possible. Alright, let's put some more in there. I'm using the gloves, so I'll just go ahead and use my fingers. Put a few more pieces in there. Then I'll show you what to do. That's good. Alright, so we're going to come over here to the cabinet. We're going to take out, there's the jars that I have canned so far. We're going to take out some salt. And this salt right here is Morton salt. This salt does not supply iodine. That's the kind of salt you want. You do not want to get salt with iodine in it. So what I do is I just kind of sprinkle some on there. Don't really use a amount. The recipe that I'm following, it says use a half a teaspoon of salt, half, you know, the more salt the better. And then you just continue to pack your lid or your can full, and you mash it down, and you'll hear the air bubbles coming out of it. Just gonna keep packing it down. This will probably be it for this jar. We got a lot in this jar. I'm gonna fill up all the jars. Pack it down nice and clean. Okay, and as you can see, it's pretty full all around. You can see some of the salt in there. Pretty full all around. I'm gonna go ahead and, well, I guess I'll seal it up. I'll show you how I seal it up. So then you're gonna come over here to your lid and your hot water. You want this water to be hot to sterilize it. I can't get a hold of it. There we go. You're gonna take your lid over here. You're just gonna put it on there like that. Take your ring and put it on there. And just snug it up. You don't have to put it on there too tight. Just snug it up. Then that jar is ready to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that to these next 4 jars, and then I'll get right back to you. But I only had enough meat for 3 jars, and that's the last of my meat for the season, unless I get a big one this upcoming weekend. But other than that, my last 3 jars, and the next step is going to be placing them inside this pressure cooker. Now I bought this pressure cooker off Amazon for $12 with like $4 shipping. I was very scared to use this thing at first, very nervous, but I've used it twice and everything has worked perfectly. It's the Presto brand, and here is the canner it came with. All that plate basically does is make a level for when you put your cans in. So always put your cans in first, and I'm just going to try to put these guys evenly spread out in here. Okay. And they're in there. And then your next step is going to be add your water. On my canner, I don't know if you can see it right there, I fill it to the second line, or my pressure cooker. So I'm going to do that right now, and then we'll get back with you. Okay, now I have the water filled up in here, and I'm going to put my lid on, and here's my lid, like this. Always check and make sure you can see through this hole, and I checked it, and it's clean. So we're going to fire this thing up, and I'm going to put the lid on, and we're going to fire it up. Be right back. Now that the lid is on, there is the valve that tells you if the pressure cooker itself is sealed. It should be wide open and should have a clear space to push up and down. So the next step is going to be turning the cooker on high heat until the steam comes up. So we'll get back to you when the steam comes up, and then I'll show you the next step. Okay, we're back now for the next step. Once your pressure cooker's been on high for about 10 minutes or so, it'll start to steam, and this is when you want to put your weight. Now 15 pounds is the best to use, I think. So I'm going to put the weight on here, and then we'll talk about the next step. So remember, please use an oven mitt or something, because this steam, it will scald you. It is hotter than hay tea. So the weight's on there. So now we're just going to wait about 15 to 20 minutes for this weight to jiggle like this. It'll start jiggling like that, and that's when we know that the pressure has built up enough to cook it. And once that happens, we're going to put it on medium heat for an hour and 30 minutes. So nothing starts to shake, I will get back with you guys and show you what it looks like. Okay, guys, we're back. It's kind of loud in here, but now that you see that the knob is wiggling back and forth like I said it was going to, you want to immediately turn that heat down to a mid to low, so like a mid-high. Then you want to wait about another, once you turn it there, wait about another 10 minutes, and this will slow down. It's still going to be kind of loud and it's still going to jiggle around, but just wait about 10 minutes, and then once 10 minutes hits, you turn it to medium, and that's when you want to start your timer. So remember, when that starts shaking, turn your heat from high to medium high, so right in between high and medium, and wait 10 minutes, and then turn it to medium and start your timer. Once the heat gets, after you've waited 10 minutes, after you've had it on medium high, turn it down to medium and start your timer. 1 hour and a half, so 90 minutes. Start your timer for 90 minutes, and yep, we'll check in later. Hey everybody, once that your hour and a half is up on cooking with the pressure cooker, just run in there and turn it off, let it sit for 2 or 3 hours, then open it up and check. Your jars haven't sealed yet. They'll seal afterwards. I've had it happen where they've already been sealed, and I've also had it happen where they weren't sealed. If your jar didn't seal, if you didn't follow the steps correctly and it didn't seal, that's okay. Just put it in the fridge and eat it later, you know, or eat it then. It's good. The meat is wonderful. I hope everybody enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions about the process, that's fine. Just put them in the comments. I'll put in the exact recipe for you. Whatever you need help with, just let me know. This has been KACB Outdoors. It's all about the experience. Thank you.